Let's try to find out. The old waiting for Elveshelves. Reboot. Brought to you by Claritin.
Free from allergies. From Gravity. Live.
Brought to you by Claritin. And by Black Magic Car Care. This breakfast brought to you by corporations. Don't you love it? Kitchen TV. Okay, I think we're good. It's actually pretty close to on regular. They're only like a 20-second delay. All right, what's next? Let's make some coffee. Yowzer. Forgot to cover up my garbage so it doesn't look quite as bad. Hold please. And I want the we'll put the shiny parts up on the old garbage can so you don't have to throw up in your mouth a little bit. Make some room here. Lighting. All right, good times. So here we go. What are we doing? Brain is not quite in the go position just yet. It's close, but not quite. So yeah, what's up with all these people lighting themselves on fire? That's just crazy. It's like the second one in a couple weeks. Is that like a thing I need to like start getting used to? Bring a fire extinguisher with me. I just realized I don't have the water out yet. Oh man. You can take a look at their layout. Well, see, I don't even have water harvested. Oh my god, I don't even have water. That's not enough to make coffee. Okay. It's gonna be fun. How much is that gonna make? Oh, that's empty. Hold please. Is there any other stragglers? Oh, we got the bottom of the barrel in that one too. Is that gonna get me up to my pretend line? Oh yeah, we're good. I guess it's good. Can I do this during the stream? It's gonna be annoying in the background, but I need to have water on here. Sorry for the dribbling water sounds that you'll hear dribbling from the back of the yeah. Well, let's get some sugar water in us. Real quick. What do we got today? With the orange, strawberry, banana juice blend from concentrates, an excellent source of vitamin C. Orange, banana, and strawberries. What's in this thing? Oh, coffee grind finger. Hold please. Yes, that's coffee grinds. Don't use your imagination for anything else. It's use this finger. It's pear juice, not on the label. Weird. It's apple juice. Weird, not on the label. It's orange juice. Yeah, that's on the label. Strawberry puree. Well, it's not juice exactly. Banana puree. Well, that's banana on there. Pineapple juice. Not so much on there. Yeah, so. Okay. I don't know why they don't just call it pear, apple, orange, pineapple, banana, strawberry juice, because that sounds even more delicious to me. Like how two of the juices aren't even juices and they're just purees. Which I assume is just when you juice something and then with the leftover. the old head boss of the juice factory was like, well, what are you going to do with all this juiceless fruit pulp? Put it in the pineapple, orange, banana. The pineapple, the hell was that? Strawberry banana. Jim, that's a great idea. Yeah. Problem solved. See? Alright, so this is fairly been cleaned-ish. So we're going to get that warming up. What are we using for... What are we using? Should we use the bacon fork today? The official bacon fork? Yeah, I feel like... No, I don't feel like washing it. I don't feel like doing the dishes. We're going to use regular fork, because that fits in the dishwasher real nice. Apparently we're going to use a Christmas plate, because that's the top of the plates. So we've got a Christmas plate going, because why not? It's going to be our bacon juice absorption platform right there. There's an eating plate. There's an eating plate. Put that someplace. Ah! The latest dude that lit himself on fire, I'm not even sure what's going on there. Lit himself on fire outside the courthouse of the circus that's going on with the former president, which is kind of weird. But I don't think he lit himself on fire because of that. He lit himself on fire for cryptocurrencies. I'm not even totally sure what's happening right now. I always have to remind myself there's more than one way to live life. Oop. Definitely not up to temp at all, even close. I did have this. I did warm it up and I brushed the crumbs off. I try to get it to hotter than pathogen temperature in case there's something going on there. I'm going to do a little bacon count here in a second, see if there's even enough in this here container to... what we got left? A 1, 2, 3... Ooh, we're going to have a 5-piece next go around. We're going to eat 5 pieces. When we say goodbye to the pecan thick cut wood bacon, we're gonna have 5 pieces today, in remembrance of the self-immolation crypto, whatever the hell that thing was. We're just gonna have 4, and we're gonna try not to burn them. All right, it's fun. Got a grapefruit. Let's eat that. Using the long knife because no one's washed the short knife. So we got the longest knife in the history. Oh yeah, cut my finger the other day. That's fun. Nothing quite as fun as having to wear a Band-Aid on your finger. Especially when it comes to like washing your hands. Things like that. It's a nice sharp knife though. One benefit of not getting used regularly is it stays sharp a little longer. Oh, I hear the subtle crickly crackle of the bacon. Let's fill this coffee cup up. Today's coffee cup wisdom is this cup has a defect in the bottom, little chip of paint down there. It doesn't bother me too much. So I keep my immune system strong. I just did a terrible pour there. wouldn't be the first time. Someday I'm going to get the sugar bowl or the sugar packet poured into my sugar bowl, but I keep telling myself I need to wash that thing because like every couple of years it's a good idea to wash your sugar container, you know? After 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years, you got to give it a little wash out, and I just haven't got around to doing it. Ooh, I wonder if I already have that. Oh, please. Oh, yeah. Good times, good times, good times. Oh, got a little crazy there. Did I spill it? Yep, sure did. Sure as shit did. Alright. Okay, so what's going on? Got a pretty good traffic story. I still, when I think about this, I just shake my head. It's like totally standard, just the way life's gonna go for this point forward, going forward probably. But like, all right, minding my business, driving down the old road the other day. You know, just driving along. You know, it's a 65-mile-an-hour road, turns into a 55-mile-an-hour road, turns into a 50-mile-an-hour road, and then there's a stoplight at the 50-mile-an-hour road part. And I'm pulling up to the 50-mile-an-hour stoplight. There's a car up ahead of me, and they go to start slowing down, and the lights on the back of their car that indicate to the other drivers that they're going to be slowing down shortly. There's usually 3, one in the center up high, and then 2 that also are near the turn signal areas. Well, they're down to 1. They got 1, and it's the third one at top. So I don't even know if they got turn signals at this point. I don't know what's going on, but all I know is like, if you want to cause an accident and like injure a bunch of people, a really good way to do it is have no brake lights on your car. It's a really great way to do it, especially at night. Anyways, so like me being mean, I guess it's just going to have to be something I have to come to terms with. The personal defect that I have is I cannot see a person fucking up so bad that they're going to kill other people without stepping in. That's just one of my personal defects. I can't do anything about it. I have to say something. So I always pull up. I don't get crazy. I used to get crazy and like make sure the person knew. Now I just go, well, I'm gonna pull up next to you, and you know, we're gonna try to indicate to you that you got a problem there. What's going on with my shirt? Anyways, and I was able to pull up next to this car. So I gave him the old doot doot, which is international code for, hey, you over there, I'm over here, I'm trying to communicate with you. Look over. It's one of the. It's a female driver. I'm not assuming gender because I know it was a female. The type that has the seat pushed all the way forward to the steering wheel, right in front of them, like just like driving like this. You know, the kind where if the airbag goes off, they're not going to make it. One of them. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. I'm like, oh, this isn't looking good. Like just off the bat, I'm like, oh yeah, it's starting to make sense now because their seat position is such that if they were in a car accident, the airbag would probably decapitate them or hurt them severely because they're too close to the steering wheel. Kind of crazy, not my gig. Anyways, more concerned with the people that are going to be uninvolved, or like, you know, the other people that are going to be involved in this upcoming car crash due to no fault of their own because no brake lights. Anyways, so I honk the horn, doot doot. Anybody home? No, ignored. Give the old doot 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 again. Give the Once again, I'm parked 1 car lane over, so I'm 2 feet away. Nothing. Now I start yelling, hello, hey, I'm yelling, and I get. I'm gonna have to change the camera view. I get this. You ready for this? I get this. I get this. I'm yelling, hey, hello. I get this. And I give the throw your window down. And I get. And then I get look over. How do I roll my window down? Because this person doesn't know how to roll the window down. They have to figure out how to roll the window down. They have to visually use visual cues how to operate the controls in the vehicle to roll the window down. So they're trying to figure it out. And they finally sort out which button they roll down, and they crack it about this far because I could just at any moment jump out my window, through their window, and get them, right? Anyways, I go, oh, hey, you only got one brake light. You're down to one. And this female driver with the steering wheel right here goes, yeah, I know. And then goes, not even making that shit up at all. That's a absolutely, theatrical performance of exactly what happened. I'll do it again. Hey, roll your window down. Yeah, I know. It's just like, what the holy hell, dude? What the holy hell? And I just said, hey, stay safe. And I rolled my window all up and I turned right and went the other way. I'm just like, Jesus. I mean, I suppose it's possible that on the way to work that morning, someone told her her brake lights were out and she's on the way home. But I got a feeling that that's not a thing that happened this week. I got a feeling that brake light situation's been that way for a long time. A couple months ago, I almost hit somebody with no tail lights. Just driving along, mind my business. We're just cruising 45 miles an hour. Next thing I know, the car's just coming at me, dude. It's just coming at me. I'm like, what is happening? It's like, oh shit, he's stopping. But he doesn't have brake lights. Like, god damn, dude. Yeah, I know. Okay. It just makes you wonder. Because, like, the state I live in, because I don't even know what I am. I always thought of myself as like a regular person that just does regular shit. My state doesn't require you to take your car in and have it inspected every year. They don't do that. And I always kind of thought, man, I'm glad I don't live in one of them goddamn states that makes you do that shit, because that's ridiculous. I live in America, In America, you shouldn't have to do things like that. And I'm thinking, man, hope no one I know dies because the state I live in doesn't require you to come and have your car inspected because of stupid people like that who don't want to change their brake lights because they know they're bad. They just, Haven't you seen the price of light bulbs lately? That's crazy. And for all I know, and this is probably a real thing, one of two things. One, that driver maybe went someplace and much like check your blinker fluid and your whatever, your horn decongestants or whatever. I don't even know. Maybe someone tried to sell their whole brake light assembly. I could believe it. Oh, you're gonna need the whole assembly. That's good. Well, we're gonna have labor and all. I can see that happening because this person, just the kind of person. That's why scams like that exist. I mean, it should just be a light bulb, a couple bucks. A lot of those things, well, back in the day, you just opened the trunk and you just undid the thing and but I'm sure now it's such that you can't just do that. You probably have to pay dude $300. I have no idea. Yeah, I know. Oh, hey, what's up, Jeremy? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know. Because up until this point in my life, every single time I've ever done that was like, oh, thanks. Because normally, you get pulled over and you get a ticket for that. Because, normally the police are out doing police things, and if they see a car with no brake lights, they pull you over, they give you what's called a fix-it ticket, which means you have to fix it, or you have to pay a bunch of money, and then, you just go and fix it because you need to fix it, and that's how they make people fix shit, is they say you're going to owe a bunch of money unless you fix this. And I'm always like, man, if I had a taillight out, I wouldn't know right away, I don't think. Maybe my car would tell me. It's possible. Don't know for sure. But what I do know is I sure would appreciate it if someone were to tell me. I'm trying to think. Like one time, this was a while ago, I had a sports car. Well, I still do have a sports car. I used to drive a sports car. And something about driving a sports car is like, for reasons I don't quite understand, other drivers like either get butt hurt about your sports car, or they want to race your sports car, or they just generally hate your sports car. And there's just like there's a bunch of bad energy that comes from anyone having a sports car. I didn't know about this until I actually drove one, but then I just experienced it all the time. And my particular sports car had a big whale's tail, fin on the back. It was factory, like it wasn't aftermarket or anything. But that car just attracted a lot of unwanted attention, just due to its nature of what it was. So there's always people like tailgating me and doing all sorts of crazy shit when I drove that car, because like everyone wanted to race, everyone wanted to whatever. One of the reasons I stopped driving is because I kept getting speeding tickets because it was fun to drive fast. Anyways, one day I was like I'm just driving, and all of a sudden I noticed there's like a car behind me, and it's like getting really close to me, and it's like, at the time I was like, why is this car acting so erratic? And like that particular car, you couldn't really see out the back very good. That's one of the benefits of that kind of car, was like, it wasn't very easy to drive because you couldn't see anything. One of them, you ever heard of them kind of cars? I see. I keep seeing people with no lights at night. Oh yeah, the headlights? Yeah, that's another thing, because everyone's got automatic lights. Nobody knows how to turn lights on anymore. This shit's crazy. Yeah, I see it all the time. It's like, dude, you don't have headlights on. Or... yeah, whatever. I don't even know what to say. But yeah, no lights at night is a thing. I've seen a lot of that lately. Or see people drive with parking lights on. That's what I've been seeing a lot of. The parking lights will come on. Anyways, of course I don't remember what I was saying. I was saying something. I want some toast. Oh, so yeah, I had my car and I was driving along. This person was like kind of following me really close, like. It was just weird, so I was like, screw this guy, I'm out. So I just started like driving faster, like I'm just gonna ditch this nerd, because like my car handled really good. Well, this car was like not having it. They were following. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And like I'm weaving through like side road shit, and like I get up to a place where I'm entering a main road, and like it's a stop sign, and like you kind of have to stop because you get ran over if you don't, and I can't go because there's traffic. I'm like, oh shit. And this person like kind of gets out of their car a little bit. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a confrontation. Like, ooh, this is about to get real. And it was like a lady gets out and she's like waving at me. So I'm like, what the hell's happening? So like, I kind of like cracked my window, stick my head out. I was like, can I help you? She's like, your keys are in your trunk. Because that car was old enough that you had a key that would go in the trunk, right? Actually, I think it was one key. One key for the ignition, one key for the doors, whatever. But I apparently stuck my spare key in the trunk and left it in there, so it was like a key and a fob and all that. And she just tried to be a nice person to help me. And I just laughed so hard. I was like, I thought you were trying to get me. She's like, yeah, you really started driving crazy. And I was like, well, I thought you were trying to get me. We just laughed. So that's why I don't get all crazy and try to flag people down when their shit's broken. But like, God almighty. I know. You should be sitting in court. Were you aware that you were down to one brake light? Yeah, I knew. I don't think I've ever heard of both brake lights going out at once. So it's been like... It's probably been a couple minutes since she started having brake light problems. Right, how it goes. Your neighbor brought a stump grinder and a wood chipper for the golf course. Sounds to me like your neighbor likes to work hard. Because a stump grinder and a wood chipper is nothing but hard work. That's all that is. Nothing but hard work. I don't even want to watch a person work that hard, to be honest with you. Stump grinder. Anywho's, that's fantastic. Good times. So what else is going on in the world? Oh. The road construction project? Funny you ask. It's pretty much done. The other day they ripped a whole section of it out for reasons I don't understand. I guess because why not? I still have to rip my whole yard out. So that's going to be happening here, I assume. Hopefully, God, I hope to God, soon. Probably should have already started, but, you know, a lot of that's out of my control. I did buy grass seed yesterday because it was on sale. I went with the three varieties. One's a quick starting variety. One's a nice grass that is fairly drought tolerant. And the other one's just some shit that you can put anywhere and it'll survive, because I just gotta have something going in there. I don't give a shit what it looks like. Don't care. It's just gotta be not dirt. So one of these days, hopefully before the summer starts, I'll be able to get the equipment here and do all that, but most of that's out of my control, so I just along for the ride, just watching it all happen. Well, I'm trying to think what happened this week that was so funny. We had some storms come through. And I was hanging out with some individuals of varying differences. Well, what equipment do I? So the equipment for the yard thing, I gotta get the dump trailer emptied. I gotta get the skid loader here and get the skid loader. I've got a yard installation tool and a couple of buckets. So they put a bunch of trash in my yard, so I gotta dig all that trash out. And I'm gonna dump that shit off the edge of the bank because why not? And then I got a big pile of dirt that I gotta move down there and refill back in. That's gonna be my goal. Hopefully I can do it between deluge snow or rainstorms. The one seed's supposed to start germinating within 7 days, so hopefully I can get it established with that. It's going to be a pain in the dick because it's on a hill, and if it rains, it's going to wash out. When is the Saturday live stream? Well, usually those are on Saturdays. I was out doing stuff. I wasn't home, so I couldn't. I'm not going to stream when I'm not home. I don't know how we do that. It'll be difficult / expensive, I guess, maybe. I don't know. The Saturday streams aren't going to be a an every single day thing, or an every single Saturday thing. Just, well, I got to have something to do. That's interesting. I thought about doing an early one on Saturday, but I was like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to do anything. Like, you want to watch me do laundry on a live stream? It's probably not that entertaining. So anyways, I was hanging out with a bunch of different people the other day when some weather started coming through. And all of a sudden, like, everyone's cell phones go beep, beep, beep. And it was the alert that said, it was basically kiss your ass goodbye alert. You know, get in the basement now alert was what came out. Not like, hey, there's storms in the area. Keep an eye out. Like, don't go in the shower and not hear your phone go off. This was the duck and cover alarm. Like, take immediate shelter now. Get in the basement. Like, stop reading this. Get in the basement. And I'm like, what the hell? And then within, like, I don't know, 4 seconds of that, the tornado sirens start going, wah! And they're like, okay, like, shit just got real because I'm not a naive, ignorant person. I'm aware how sometimes this shit goes down. And I've seen videos of, like, it going from pretty nice to everyone's dead in less than a minute. Like, it happens. That's what these alerts are for, because it can be a game of seconds. Literally. Oh, I didn't hear. Boom, the house knocks over. Anyways. So, like, there was 4 of us there. 3 of us were like, holy shit. And one of us was like, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And it's like, oh, no, you're supposed to get in the basement. Might be a tornado coming. The siren's going off, and the emergency alerts are saying, take cover immediately. Where is it? Where is this thing that might kill me? It's like, okay, whatever. That's a true story. That actually happened. It was crazy though. There was clouds everywhere, and then there was like a big heavy black cloud. And this big heavy black cloud was gigantic. I mean, miles and miles wide. And that fucker thing was going, it was spinning, dude. If that had spun some more and turned into a tornado, that thing would have been like a 10-mile wide tornado. It was the craziest shit. 2 dudes got in their cars and just left. Like, we're out. We're not staying here. Like, we're gone. They just jumped in their car and left. I was like, oh, God, I don't know if leaving is the best idea, but, everybody gets to do what they want in life. And then, like, some more shit came through, and it hailed. Like, God. I was sure my car was going to be destroyed. I saw hail, like, almost dime size coming down. Like, God, please no. But my car, I think, is pretty close to how it was before. I mean, whatever. What are you going to do? Did I get any new tools? I tried to buy a tool the other day. That's kind of funny. I'd seen this ad on Craigslist for a while now. It was for an antique nail puller. This nail puller is about like that long. It's got a slide hammer on it. It's got a set of pinchers with a tab that comes off. And what you do is you put the pinchers around the nail, and then you slide hammer it down, and then you rotate it onto that lever, and it pinches harder. And it's supposed to like pull nails out, like flush nails and stuff. And I'd seen it, and I thought about like calling the dude, but like for whatever reasons, the days that I could do that, I just never got around to doing it. And like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this guy a call. It's been up for months. It's probably not even there anymore. It'd be kind of cool. I mean, I can make a video out of it. When he wanted like $10 for it, wasn't very much. It's on the Craigslist for my town. I look at the map. There's the name of a road that I recognize from my hometown. It's on the other side of town. I was like, no big deal. I can drive over there. Call the guy up to talk to him, and he starts chatting with me. He's like, yeah, no, I'm out in the garage. I'm looking at it right now. I just moved. It's sitting right on top of the box. I was like, oh, you just moved? Where'd you move to? He goes, oh, I just moved across town. I was like, oh, thank God. And he goes, I live in such and such town, which is on the other side of my state. And I'm like, what? You live clear on the other side of the state? He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh. Well, I live on the other side of the state. I'm probably not going to drive, 5 hours or 4 hours or however many goddamn hours it takes to get there to look at your $10 nail puller. And he just starts laughing. He's like, I've had people call me from all over the United States looking to buy this thing. And I was like, I don't know. It showed up on my Craigslist. He's like, it's listed right on there where I am on the map. And I was like, let me look. And I click on the map and I zoom out. And it's like, yep, 100%. Says the name of your town once you zoom out. But before you zoom out, it just says the name of the street. And I have one of those streets in my town. So like, whatever. Whatever. So no, didn't get a tool. Came close. Came real close. I did order some windshield wiper blades though. Actually, this is a great story. If you want a feel good story, this is a feel good story right here. I'm a true believer in getting the best bang for your buck. Therefore, I like to do a little bit of research before I buy anything, no matter what it is, because, like G.I. Joe says, knowing's half the battle. And if you can buy a thing, even if it's a $5 thing, but you can buy the same $5 thing from a different company, it's a better product, you're going to get a better thing. So I'm always trying to get the better whatever. Well, turns out I need windshield wiper blades because apparently my windshield wiper blades are delaminating. It's like, whoa, that's crazy. I tried to use them the other day and they're just absolutely falling apart. Well, I guess it's time. You're supposed to change those every 6 months, and I'm probably, I don't know how many years I've had mine for, but enough that it's time to change them. So I'm like, I'll just buy some in town, doesn't matter. Let's see if I can find somebody who's got something on sale or whatever. And I'm looking, it's like nothing on sale. Everything is just crazy expensive. I start having a heart attack thinking about, God, I gotta take a loan out and put windshield wipers on my car. So I was like, well, screw it. I'm going to Amazon because it's probably going to be the best price. What does it say? Have I been to Costco? Yeah, we don't have a Costco in my town, but we have one in the next town over. Just far enough away that's not worth driving to, in my opinion. Anyways, is that off? Kind of smoky. So I go to Amazon and I'm looking. I'm like, God damn, how am I going to figure this out? There's like a million different windshield wipers. And now there's the names I recognize and there's the names I don't recognize and there's just like the made in China ones, whatever. Probably all made in China for all I know. I'm like, how am I going to do this? Like, I don't want to spend any time doing this. I just want to get over it. So I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy the windshield wipers that have the most reviews with the highest star, and I don't give a shit. I'm just going to do that. So I start scrolling. I'm not even looking at names. I'm just looking at stars. How many thousands of people and how high is the star rating? I don't give a shit. I'm just going to do that and move on with my life. So I find one with a lot of stars and a good rating, and I click on it. Kind of do a little reading on it. It's like, whatever. There's like different, they've come up with new styles of windshield wipers. Whatever, I don't even know. It was on like a sale or something, discount. I said, screw it, ordered it. And this is where my personal defect comes in. I'm not capable of just waiting for the package. So now that I've made the decision and I've purchased a thing, now I have to spend the next however many minutes or whatever's learning more about it and getting ready for it. So I'm just flicking through windshield wiper stuff, and then I come across one of my favorite YouTubers, and I don't know why I didn't think about this, Project Farm, and he reviews stuff. I was like, oh damn it, Project Farm did windshield wipers. I should have watched that and then bought what he said, because basically 100% of everything that dude reviews is going to perform the way he reviews it. It's just the way it is. So here's a quick and dirty version of watching the video, because I can still cancel the order. Well, it turns out the ones that I ordered, at the end of the video were like, he was like, these are the best budget ones out. If you don't want to spend $40 per windshield wiper for $80, get these instead. So I was like, yes! I literally was like, yes, 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 yes. I was so pumped that I picked the ones that got the good review. I was like, why does that make me so happy? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand at all. But I was extremely excited. And plus, these come with a refill, so it's like 4 windshield wiper blades. How great is that? Can't wait. Hope it doesn't rain. Because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to run my windshield wipers without putting scratches in the glass. I mean, I knew they were bad, but I didn't know they were that bad. I suppose I could Rain-X. Maybe I should put some Rain-X on the window. That might be a good idea. That way, in case it does rain before they show up, I can at least not... Excuse me, sure. Your windshield wipers aren't working. Yeah, I know. Does Costco have lawn equipment? I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I mean, I haven't been to a Costco for many years. Well, a lot of those places will have... Probably like an electric one. Like a lot of the retail places will sell like consumer grade lawnmowers in a box. Like I remember when I was growing up, I mowed lawns when I was a kid. And the lawns I mowed, I'd use the homeowner's equipment. And for reasons I don't understand, back in the early 90s, a lot of people had electric lawnmowers that you plugged in. It was like the latest rage. It was electric lawnmowers that you plugged in, and you had to have a cord, like a vacuum. And I would mow these yards, and I'd be like, dude, this is the worst shit ever. Because like you're always worried about cutting the blade. You always have to get the cord out of the way. So I just saved and saved and saved and saved and saved and saved, and then I bought a lawnmower. And when I went to buy a lawnmower, the one I got was on sale at Target. I went to a Target and bought a lawnmower in a box. And I had advice about what kind of lawnmower to get. And I wanted a self-propelled because I didn't want to push anymore. But I didn't want rear self-propelled. I wanted front self-propelled. Because I was told if you get a rear self-propelled, when you turn, it'll rip a hole in your grass and it'll be terrible. So the advice I was given as a child was don't get a rear self-propelled because when you turn, you'll rip a hole in the grass, and get a Briggs & Stratton engine. So I found the cheapest one I could find. Briggs & Stratton engine, front wheel drive. Oh man, I use the shit out of that lawnmower. I basically missed the whole, oops, what does it say? The whole thing. With this, yes, 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 yes! That's how excited I get when I buy windshield wiper blades from Amazon and I find out they're well reviewed by Project Farm. That's how excited I get. Whatever. So that's coming. Maybe Tuesday if I'm lucky. Because nothing says Amazon Prime 2-day delivery like ordering something on Saturday and getting it Tuesday. If I didn't know any better, I would assume that the people that work at Amazon are very religious. I don't know which religion, but one of them. But yeah, so that's fun. I think what else is going on? I go to look at grass seed, She's like, I need some grass seed. Well, sure. I had some help me. Well, sure. What kind of yard do you have? Do you water your yard? Do you have shade? Do you have this? I was like, It's like, do you have anything that doesn't grow thorns? I just don't want thorns. Like, I don't give a shit. It just needs to... My yard is like the Highlander. There could only be one. So what it's like, I'm going to let nature have a battle, and whatever the strongest is, that's what my yard is. In any zone, any area. Whatever grows the most there, that's what's going to be. I don't give a shit what it is. As long as it's not dirt. If it's clover, good. That's the clover patch. If it's purple flowers, even better. I love purple flowers. It's just like, it just needs to grow. Not have sharp thorns. I'm not going to water it. I mean, I might have to water it when I get it established, but after that, good luck. Wish you the best of luck, yard. I've got a little fertilizer. I will fertilize it a little bit, but I'm not too concerned. I don't really care. Whatever. And then as I'm sitting there, there's a guy refilling the bins, and I was like, man, you'd think in the year 2024, some scientists could invent a grass that grows 3 inches tall and stops growing and doesn't need a lot of water and is nice and green and is nice and soft. And I'm pretty sure they could do that if they want to, but you can't sell fertilizer, you can't sell lawnmowers, you can't have lawn services if they do that shit, so they don't. Right? They don't do that. That's not available. He goes, or you can get AstroTurf. I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, AstroTurf. So as I'm sitting there staring at the grass, some other sucker just like me walks up, and he's just like, oh, Christ. Because it's like, there's like 8 varieties, like or 9 or 10 varieties. Like, oh, God. And he's just like kind of mumbling himself, and I was like, I'm like, sorry, nope, they haven't invented one that grows 3 inches tall and doesn't take water and stays green. He just starts laughing. He's like, geez, how am I supposed to figure it out? I was like, I don't care what mine looks like. I just need it to be like not dead and there. He's like, I'm kind of right there with you, buddy. It's like, I don't know a single person that goes out in their yard, rolls around, barefooted, frolicking. I don't know anybody that plays sports in their yard. I don't know anybody that croquets or anything anymore. Like, I don't know any of that. So I don't know who's got these fancy yards with all this. Not. It's just like, who's it for? You do that for your neighbor? Like, okay, that's nice. I don't give a shit about my neighbor. If the neighbor wanted to look at my yard, they should have bought my yard. That's what I gotta say about that. Go look someplace else if you don't like the way my yard looks. Oh, wow. Why does my nose run when I'm screaming? Has anyone figured that out? I never blow my nose. Or what's different? Maybe eggs? Am I allergic to eggs? Do eggs make my nose run? How's that light install video coming? Is that thing ripping yet? Is that gonna work? I thought about making a video of that battery charger, and I'm like, oh, God, I don't think I even want to do that. Like, I thought about it. I thought I wanted to do that, but I was like, I don't think I want to do that. All right, let's see if we can get this camera adjusted, and we'll just do the. You have not got to. Oh man, shame. Hey, you look at my cabinets. Weirdos. Oh, it's only. I'm gonna sit here and jab for 10 minutes straight. Okay, that's no problem. I can do that. Oh man. I'm busy guitar shopping. I bet you are. Good luck. Good luck. There's some couple $1,000s. There's like a nice blue guitar on Craigslist right now for like $2,000. Ugh. A little pricey. I'm gonna come over here and we're gonna do can I get me over here making my coffee? Is that a thing? I've never seen that angle before. I was getting ready to make some RC jumps. I got some cutoffs, some weird cutoffs, real long. I was sorting them yesterday. I got to come up with some sort of a platform with some boards I'm going to use for the actual jump part. And these ones are going to be the kind of jumps that you put away when you're done. I want to make nice ones for high speed. They're all going to be like this high, and they're going to have like takeoffs about like that long. So I got enough to make like 4 of them, I think. I think I even have some handles laying around, so I can screw some handles to the sides and pick them up, carry them. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Need some an RC construction track on top. Yeah, well, put it on the list of things to do, I guess. Jesus, I need to do a lot of things. Like yesterday, I was like, man, what am I doing today? I gotta get some shit done. It's like, well, I gotta go to Baumgart's, get that grass seed because it's 17% sale. And I don't know if grass seed goes on better for 17%. I have no idea. I feel like I overpaid. Like, I bought 3 bags of grass seed. It was like $50 fucking. It was like I'm like $50, but like one was $4 a pound, one was $3.50 a pound, and one was $3 a pound. That's what I went with. I went with cheapest, little more and a little more, and then I got it all for 17% off. And then I don't know. Maybe it's cheaper somewhere else. I don't know. All I know is I got these rebates from the Black Friday shit that I got to spend on something. So I was like, well, let's do that. But then of course, Baumgart's and their goddamn rebates things. You have to, if it's a $10 rebate and you only buy $9 worth of shit, your dollar goes in the garbage can, and you can expand that in the direction as big or small as you can imagine. So like, if you have a $40 gift card and you want to buy a $10 thing, well, $30 is going in the trash if you don't spend it. So it's like, I experienced this last year when I did that and I tried to buy something. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm here to buy, like, I'm buying plants. I just want plants. Well, your gift card has got an extra $10 on it over the price of your plants. I'm like, well, give me another gift card. Like, we don't do that, sir. And I was like, what? Like, you lure me here with buy something, get a rebate. You give me the rebate, then you tell me I have to spend it all that day. I was like, there's no way. They're like, yeah. I was like, well, I got a solution for you. And I just looked around and I found something for, I don't know, $10 more. And I grabbed it. It's like, I'll take one of these. And I'm going to return it. And then what are you going to do? And they're like, the lady just sat there and looked at me. I was like, are you telling me I can't return things that I buy? Because, that's illegal as shit. Well, yeah, I guess I can. I was like, that's the game we're going to play. Like, it's not that complicated. Just put the difference on a gift card and make it easier. Otherwise, we're going to be playing the fucking shuffle shit around. And I ended up I had to walk around the store, find something that was the price of what I wanted, that filled that card out. I had to buy it, and I had to go fucking return it, and then they issued me a gift card. I was like, dude, you people are out of your goddamn minds. Like, make it easy. Just make it easy. So I'm standing there. I got a whole raft of these rebate things because I bought all that shit. It was like utility knives, tape measures, rubber gloves, fucking hitch receivers, socks, batteries. I got all this shit. Luckily, they put them on separate ones. So like some are 5, 10, 15, 20. I got some 25s, 20s, all these cards. And she's like, well, why don't you start signing those? And I was like, I can't start signing until I know how much the goddamn thing costs. So I have to do the math equation to figure out which combination is going to come the closest, right? It's like, I feel like I'm playing a game of the price is right. Don't go over. You got to go under. Just whatever. So like, it comes out to like $48. And I had a combination. I could get 46. It was $48.20 or whatever. So I found 46 worth of these coupons, and I pulled out like 4 quarters and another quarter, and I just chucked it on the table. And the dude behind me is like holding like 4 fucked up screw or nuts and like 3 or 4 brand new ones. He's just standing there. He's like, holy shit. Baumgars is doing the rebate thing now? Like, oh, God. And she's like, I look back and I was like, oh, it's the Black Friday. She's like, oh, man, I thought this was going to turn into Menards where I'm doing the rebate shuffle all the time. And I just started laughing. The rebate shuffle. Holy Christ. That's about the truest thing I've ever heard in my entire life is doing the Menards rebate shuffle. Like, good God. I said, well, somehow I'm supposed to be coming out ahead on this thing, but I don't feel like I am. I don't know how, like, fucking rebates. I swear to God. I guess. Oop, dirty dishes over there. Don't need that. Okay. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So, yeah. I mean, whatever. So, yeah, I still got tons of, like, what do I got here? I'll show you guys. I don't give a shit. And these expire, too. They expire at the end of the year. So, there's a 14, there's a 10, a 25, and I got $75 almost worth of fucking shit. I gotta go buy at Baumgars. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna buy there. Whatever. Grass seed, that's what I was like, I'll get my grass seed. I'll probably buy it cheaper at fucking someplace else, but it's done. It's in my truck. Oh, we're doing is Baumgars doing the rebate shuffle? I was like, God almighty. That's too great. That's too much fun right there, kids. Whatever. Where are we at? We got 4 more minutes. That's fine. I can talk about something for 4 more minutes. I was having problems with my robot vacuum. Starter plant. Yeah, no. Yeah, but like, I ain't going to buy $70 worth of them. Shit, I gotta get up in the garden and even see if I can get a goddamn garden in, because I haven't gardened for, what, 2 fucking years, and like, it just, feral, it's feral. I got trees growing, I got 5-foot trees in the middle of the fucking garden now. I don't even know if I can get that thing tackled out. It's just like, it's chaos. Like, I walked over there a couple times, I just looked at it, I just turned around, like, nope, I ain't doing that shit, like, it's probably what I should do today, and I have no fucking desire to go up and do that shit, because it's just like, I probably left gas in the fucking tiller, I probably left everything, which is just like, it was like, I had started a garden and then I got hurt and it was just like, well, can't deal with that shit. So like, I have no idea if there's rebar anymore. It's probably all dead. I have no idea. No idea. I mean, that fucking stupid tree that I'm allergic to had spread everywhere. I tried to spray it with poison. I don't know if the poison worked. I could think of 1,000 things on the planet Earth I'd rather do than go deal with that shit, and like beating my head inside the refrigerator door is before dealing with that shit. I just... good times. Good times. Whatever. So yeah. I mean, yesterday I was like... I could paint those cabinets. I've got cabinets. I've had cabinets to hang in my mudroom for, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. I bought them. I've got them all sanded. I just need to paint them. It's like, I just have to like find some time to paint these things. Well, there's no like. It's like because like once I get the cabinets painted, then I got to figure out how to hang the cabinets and how to get the shit out of the way before the cabinets go. And it's like all this stuff that has to happen. It's like whatever, doesn't matter. First world problems. I think I've got paint for those. I should probably try and clean the studio up so I can have a place to paint them. But that's like a nightmare in there. It looks like a bomb went off in there. I've just been shoving shit in there. Just like, problem solved. Problem solved. You got one of those rooms? Anybody got one of those rooms you just throw your shit in? Yeah, I got one that's like big enough for like 6 cars to go in. My problem solved room. Just, problem solved. Problem solved. Just chuck it in there. Fucking problem solved. Man, you can't fit 6 cars in there, but probably 3 for sure. Maybe 4 if you get a skinny one. Whatever. Whatever. All right. 10 seconds, kids. Thanks for stopping in. Make sure. Yeah. Good luck on that guitar shopping. Oops. Good luck on that guitar shopping. The Honduki. It's just sitting right there. Fuck, you just kick that thing and it goes. There's no stopping the Honduki. whatever. Like, one of the things I want to try to do, and I don't think it's going to happen, is I want to tear the roof off that lower garage and rebuild that fucking piece of shit, because it's such a goddamn garbage piece of structure. It's insane. Just like rotten wood and fucked up doors. It's like, oh god, it's like looking at the old wash. It's like, well, when am I going to do that? When am I going to tear a roof off a building and reframe a brand new roof and re-pour all kinds? It's just like, well, maybe next year. We'll do that next year, or next year, or the 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 next year. Because before I do all that, I got to get all that shit out of that building. Like, where am I going to put all the shit that's in that building? That's in a building. It's like, well, it's in the building. I think there's a dead fox in that building. Like, last time I went in there, I kind of looked in, I saw, like, I could smell something that was dead. And I was like, oh, it could be a homeless person. I really don't want to investigate that close, because if it is a homeless person that broke into my building, then I got to deal with a dead body in my building. So I'm just going to pretend it's not there. So I just pretended it wasn't there. Just ignored the dead, whatever it was, in the bottom of my building forever and ever and ever. Finally, it went away. That was fine. Then, like, kind of like, well, I wonder what that was. I looked in there. It was a fox. Like, a fox had crawled in there. Its tail was still there in the bones. It's been a while since I've been in that building. Only the finest of treasures do I keep in the lowest garage. Whatever. All right. Well, I'm going to go do something. Laundry. Like, my laundry is getting so crazy. I got to do laundry. It's like just piles of dirty laundry everywhere. Like, my bi-monthly laundry weekend has arrived. All right. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in. If you caught the live stream, congratulations. If you missed the live stream and you watch it afterwards, it's just about as much fun. If you're shopping for a guitar, good luck, buddy. Good luck. Peace. Stay safe. Where's the button?